Welcome class 8 subject English. Can you see a picture over here? Okay, what is the peculiarity of this picture? The students are sitting in the class, isn't it? Okay, the students are sitting in the class and they are hearing the lessons from the teacher. Can you say the expression of each and every student? Some are so fascinated, some cannot understand, some are not able to understand what is the teacher telling about, they are confused, but some are in the smiling face. Can you see a different expression over the students over here? They are sitting in the class, right? They are listening to the teacher maybe, right? And I'll show another pic. See, the teacher is explaining some things to the students and students are in a very happy mood. They are enjoying the class. Do you see the both difference between the first pic and the second picture? Can you see a teacher holding in her hands a bottle? In the bottle, you can see a plant is inside the bottle. So she might be explaining about this plant with the help of the picture, with the help of the plant. She is explaining the lesson to them, right? And see, the students are just enjoying what the teacher is telling about, right? And see, are they in the classroom? No, they are not in the classroom. They are outside and they are with the nature. They are explaining, the teacher is explaining, showing the things from the nature, and by experimenting, by experimenting, these students are able to understand what the teacher is trying to say about or tell about or make them understand about, right? Here we are going to learn about a new poem by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is an American journalist, a poet, and a teacher and a government clerk. He was popularly known as the father of free verse. He has written numerous poems. Today we are going to learn about his famous poem, When I Heard the Learned Astronomer. I'll read the poems first once. When I heard the learned astronomer, when the proofs, the figures were ranged in columns before me, when I was shown the charts, the diagrams to add, divide and measure them, when I sitting heard the learned astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room. So here the poet is telling that the speaker is sitting in a lecture room of astronomer. What do you mean by astronomer? Astronomer means a scientist who studies stars, moon, planets and other objects in the space. So here the speaker says that the speaker is sitting in front of astronomer lecture room and the astronomer was trying to explain about the stars with the help of proofs, figures, arranged columns before me. So certain figures, pictures, everything was arranged, was given in front of the class, was given in front of the audience, and he was trying to explain the stars with the help of charts, diagrams to add, divide and measure them. The speaker was sitting in a classroom while the astronomer was trying to give a lecture about stars with the help of by showing the stars diagrams before the audience. When I sitting heard the learned astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room. So while speaker was sitting in the classroom with other audience, they started applauding them. They started clapping to the astronomer and saying that what a good lecture, what a fascinating lecture this astronomer was taking on. How soon, unaccountable, I became tired and sick. While hearing to the lecture, the speaker finds so boring and he became so tired and sick. As he could not understand what the astronomer was trying to say, he became so tired and sick. Do you understood, student? Till rising and gliding out, I wandered off by myself. The speaker finds the astronomer lecture about stars so boring. So he does not feel any connection to the subject matter. So he just went out in the mystical moist night air. Here mystical means fascination. While the speaker cannot understand what the astronomer was trying to say, he feels so boring. Soon after, when he feels so boring, he became so tired and sick. So he just went out from the classroom, and now, till rising and gliding out, I wondered of myself. He just went out from the classroom. He just looked up at the sky. Now, by seeing the stars, by experimenting with the nature, by experimenting the stars with the help of the nature, he now understood what does the astronomer was trying to say about. The poet explains that true knowledge can be gained when we experience it. As the speaker cannot find any sort of connection to the subject matter, he just went outside and see the stars for himself. The poet explains that true knowledge can be gained when we experience it. Do you understood the poem? This is a very simple poem, but having a very big inner meaning. Here the poet says that the Whitman uses the example of astronomer to show the difference between academic learning and experimental learning. Astronomer stands for the high class educated class of people in the society, and they believe that things can be understood only by reading and research or calculation and finding, while the less educated people in the society, they learn things by experiencing it. Okay, here the Whitman, the poet, has used two kinds of usages here, that is astronomer and the common man. The astronomer stands for the high class educated people, and the common man, they may be less educated people. They understood things by experimenting it. While the other class, the astronomer, belongs to an upper class, they believe that they can gain knowledge by reading and finding or research or something else. While the lesser educated people, that is a speaker himself, belongs to less educated people in the society, they learn things by experimenting it. You understood the poem, students? The speaker is sitting in front of the astronomer class. The astronomer was trying to say or lecture about stars with the help of charts, diagrams before the audience. While sitting along with the other audience, the audience started applauding the astronomer, saying that he was giving such a wonderful lecture. The speaker cannot understand what the astronomer was trying to say, so he just became so sick and he tired off. He just went out. Now he looked up the sky. Now he understood that what the astronomer was trying to say in the lecture room. Looked up in the perfect silence of the stars. By seeing the stars, by experimenting them, he now understood what the lecture was given by the astronomer in the classroom. Now he could understand what does the astronomer was trying to say. Understood the poem? I hope you understood the poem. We will be continuing in the next class. Thank you, students.